Good afternoon, or morning, or evening, everybody. It is I, Claude Bawles, here for another rare chat with my friends and maybe even the odd antagonist here on StreamYard. So um, it's been a while since I've been on, so who knows what's been happening everywhere. But oh, wait a minute. Let's see. Ah, yes. Now I have unmuted me. Hello, missing mod. It is I, Claude here, Claude Bowles, and hello, Gangster Ghost as well. I'm not sure what's going to happen on today's stream. For once, I did give a bit of notice about it, but we'll just have to see. There's been so many shows on. I even made an appearance on Dan's show, and he had a missionary from, well, American missionary. And what? Oh, Gangster Ghost. Mrs. Hovind was on your show. Really? Oh, I'll have to go back and have a listen. I was listening off and on. Wow. What did she say, Gangster Ghost? Anything? Oh, hello, Big Bad Mama.
Hi, Claude. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. You're good. Coming in loud and clear, as they say.
Cool.
French and English as well. Yes, how have you been going? There's been quite a bit on.
Yeah. Today I wasn't around the computer too much. I was out and about.
All right.
I went to a meditation garden and an art gallery. It was just a beautiful day out.
Well, I hope it was a Christian meditation garden because, you know, meditation can open you up to things of the devil, from what I understand. I'm not sure.
It was I think the guy was a Hindu or a breakoff of the Hindu religion.
Right.
His name was Yogananda, and he wrote a book called Autobiography of a Yogi, which is kind of a famous book. And it's his meditation garden. Of course, he's passed on for several years, but they keep a really cool meditation garden where he had his self-realization fellowship building.
Oh, does sound quite interesting. Is this in San Diego?
Yeah, north of San Diego, right on the cliffs overlooking the ocean. So I think I got a video. I think I'll have a little video of it.
All right. Like, is it a long way, or for an American?
Oh, probably a half-hour drive.
Oh no, it's good. Yeah,
pretty close. Yesterday I went out to the desert, and it was really beautiful out there. There was snow up in the high desert, so it was really cool.
I watched that one. Yeah,
right.
You put one up, didn't you, with the snow and stuff?
Yeah, I put one up.
Yeah. And then Kent commented on one of the ones you did.
Kent commented on the one I had where I was up in the mountains in the snow.
Oh.
And just kind of, and it was like the day after I'd gone on his show, you know, on one of his open mics. And Maud, geez, come on. That's mean.
Yeah, but it's anyway, the sort of thing I would say. So
yeah. It's almost like Kent was baiting me or something. I don't know what his deal was. He said something like, all this snow and these mountains all fit into a dot of nothing. Call Big Dino for schedule a debate, you know.
I think I might have made a comment under that comment.
Oh, did you?
I think so. But sometimes you have to check.
Recent or whatever.
Yes, you have to check most recent. Oh, yeah, Missing Bond instantly said she was joking.
Okay.
I don't mind anyway, because, you know, the funny thing is I would have said it too, just to be up.
No, it was funny. It was joking when I took it seriously too.
Oh dear. Mind you, Lupin might have a show. I see AJ Jr. has put up a short of him doing something, and I think Kurisu was doing the stuff about his cell phones to
Right. I have to go back and
the,
watch Karisu's show. I watched
yeah.
AJ's short though, which was pretty funny.
Oh, here is Josh.
Hey, Josh.
Hello. Oh, well,
You there?
I've let him in. He might.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Your sound is like horrible.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, it's because I'm in my car, but I just wanted to join and hang out, so I'll just be here quietly in the background.
That's
Okay,
fine.
cool.
No worries. Yeah.
Good to see you, Josh.
Yeah.
God bless.
Yeah, thank you. And
yes,
so
I have
yeah,
to go back and watch Karisu's show because that was a pretty hilarious part of that show where they were talking about dropping the cell phones on the North Sentinelese Islanders, and they're going to figure out how to use cell phones and all this stuff.
Well, I mentioned in the comments on his one, and funnily enough, I think he used my cut of it because I put it up,
okay.
and then I put the cut to him swear, the F word, how he goes, and they were saying, fancy him saying that directly after telling people not to swear. Well, the reason is because I clipped it that way. I mean, It was true, but it wasn't on the same show. But,
no. So like Karisu included your cut on there?
Yeah, I think so,
because
he on the other show, the one that he didn't swear then, but he was sort of he was telling, this was with all seriousness, telling whoever he was talking to that he didn't want any profanity or bad language on his show. So, of course, I clipped that and then I put it next to him going off. So, mind you, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, and having seen Lupin's father in full flight. God.
Right.
You're a product of your upbringing, that's for sure. A mix of genes and upbringing.
Yeah.
And what else was happening there? Of course, I don't think Kent has made any more posts on Facebook.
No, I don't think so. I've made a short about his something he was going on about on his show this morning. So I'll probably put that out tomorrow.
Yeah, it's a bit of so yeah, I don't know if we're going to hear from Sandra or not. Gangster Ghost said Sandra, well, Mrs. Hovind was on his show, but
was he talking about Cindy or Sandra?
No, Sandra, but I'm not sure if it was the real or an imposter.
Oh,
the voice didn't sound quite right.
I really doubt it.
The only one who could do her was, in terms of a voice, would be someone like Aiden, and it definitely was. It was more. It was like this.
Oh, okay. So somebody did go on as Sandra.
Yeah, somebody
was
talked like
dude.
this. Yeah.
Was it you?
Like in contention.
You'd be my first.
No, I couldn't possibly comment.
That's funny. Hi, Justin.
Yeah. So I don't know why is Justin him who is grim? Where does that come from?
I'm not sure.
That is grim. I did send an email to the guy from Forbes and mentioned we're having, but I'm wondering it just might be a bit late for him. And I sent it early, 6 hours ago, so it could be a way.
Yeah, I mean, if he's on the East Coast, it's probably it's after 11 there. So.
Oh, really?
I'm not sure about the. The time just changed last night, and I didn't even know about it until this morning. So.
That's probably it. So, like Missing Mod, what time would it be at Missing Mods now?
Oh, let's see.
Coast time?
Well, so so it's 11:11 where Missing Mod is.
Oh no, yeah, well that's too late. I thought it was 10, and I said I'll be on 10 Eastern Standard Time. and of
Well, that would have
course,
been 7 my time.
yeah, and of course it's not. It's
Right.
well, I have to say that. Yeah, so I got the time wrong. So yeah.
Did he say he was interested in coming
No, he
on?
didn't. He didn't reply. So he also could be away or not. Yeah. So, but no, he
Right.
earlier said he was interested. So
Not
it just
checking
would
his
be good
email
to
or
have him on.
something.
Yeah, but like me, I don't. About once or twice a day, if I'm like, or once every 2 days. So I decided I'm not going to become a slave to it. You know.
Yeah. And I got a nice email from Ambushed Apostate.
All right. Yes.
And he said something about a video that I'd posted of you singing to Hovind, and I'm not sure which one he's talking about, but he said his kids have been like obsessed with the video and like singing along and stuff, and he just wanted me to know how much they were really enjoying that video. So that kind of made my day yesterday.
Was that the one where somebody rang in and sang "Turn Your Eyes Upon Jesus"? Was that the one?
That's a good question.
Your eyes
I'm trying to
upon
find
Jesus.
I'm trying to find the video now, and the email now to check that out. And I haven't. I don't have it on my tip of my fingers here, but I'll send you the.
That was someone's singer, wasn't it? What's his name? Singer.
Oh
I
yeah.
think yeah.
I think it was that one. Yeah, I really do think it was that one.
I tried singing the song. I was in a much lower key. Turn your eyes upon Jesus. Look full in his wonderful face, and the things of earth will grow strangely dim when you realize Sandra's not coming back to your place. That point I got cut off.
Right. You got cut off a little before that.
Slightly before the end, yes. But it was good. It was worth it. I mean, chap singer got cut off. Yeah.
Right.
Got to get the story right.
No, that was hilarious.
And funnily enough,
I went on there twice I went on both of his open mics this week.
I saw you on one.
It's
yeah.
A little frustrating.
Yeah.
He changes the subject constantly, or else he just goes to kind of a new thing, and it's hard to. I mean, he filibusters, and then it's his show, so he can kind of do that. You know, it's not a formal debate, so I don't feel good, like just totally interrupting him a whole bunch, because he'll just get rid of me.
Oh.
But I got some good points in, so I'm happy I went on.
I mean, you last longer, so to speak, than the rest of us, or a number of us. So
right.
It's good.
Right.
At least you get to speak on it,
I just don't go on there and insult him.
No, well, I try not to begin with. One of them, I never even got the chance. It was, is that bang gone?
Right. Who was the person we had? I think he came on your show that one time. Oh yeah. I'm trying to think of what his name is, but he was the one that was making those appearances on Hovind's show that were hilarious.
I don't know if he can get on there anymore. Oh dear. Yeah,
it's pretty. I mean, I'm not sure what system they're using over there now, but it seemed pretty easy to get on there and stuff.
Yeah.
Through Rumble.
Yeah, I mean, Rumble drives me a bit crazy. There's so many ads, and they go on and on.
Right. Well, you can block them after 5 seconds, but still, there's 2 of them you have to do that.
Yeah, to get through. So
it is kind of a pain.
I'm just trying to think what else. Yes, I had a big row or argument with what's his name, Dan.
I was going to ask you about that. You were on there tonight, right?
Yes. I thought I'll just go on it. Actually, it's like chalk and cheese. Yesterday, big row. Today, I just had this normal chat. Got a few little hits a few little jabs in a nice way.
When did you have the row with him? Yesterday?
That was on yesterday. And whose stream was it?
Okay.
Was it on Ghost or Mod Show? I can't remember. One or the other. And it was in the and
in the
he
chat.
he was doing this business of what's worse, Claude, trafficking in Singapore or wherever. And I said, well, actually, per capita, it's worse. Oh, yeah, DAL or Singapore, he wanted to know. And I said, per capita, it's worse at DAL. Well, he couldn't understand what per capita meant.
Oh, God.
So I kept on just repeating the same answer because that's true. Per head of people living there, there's far more chance of being trafficked there than there is at or assaulted in some way there is in Singapore, where there is some, but it's the population's 6 million, so if they have 1,000 cases a year, which per capita is worse? Well, it's DAL. So he couldn't understand, and he kept on and on and on. Oh, I was getting quite frustrated.
Why does he even? I mean, what is his goal in those chats?
I don't know. But today it was quite funny. There was a guy on called Brendan, and he'd just been on a mission to Korea, South Korea, and I made a comment. I think he actually went on a vacation there. Well, that sort of sparked it up.
What did he say to that?
He didn't really answer that, but the others were getting indignant a bit. I couldn't push it too much. Well, then I got on, and immediately Achilles dropped off. He wasn't
okay. I was going to ask you if Achilles, if you talked to him.
Yeah, but Brendan actually wasn't a bad guy. We had a good little, because I was saying things in the comment. I think the last thing that Korean people need is Christianity to conflict with their own religions, and things like that. So I was being a bit provocative, but we had a good chat, and he doesn't have a Hovind burner to borrow Mod's saying at all. He doesn't really like the guy. I almost had to restrain him a bit.
He was, but and
I had to restrain him a bit. It's a change for Claude, but I said, Brendan, you're saying some things on this channel that quite a few of the members of this channel they won't like that, and they wouldn't. So I said, just leave it to me. I'll just make the odd dig, not enough to get banned. So that was good. So I had a bit of respect for that. I thought that was good. And the other thing, he was wanting to go somewhere to search for a monster. It wasn't Mokele and Bembe. He wanted to search for the Tasmanian tiger or the Tasmanian devil.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he thought
the Tasmanian tiger might still actually exist. I mean.
Yeah. Well, I didn't want to admit it. Anyway, so he thought he detected an Australian twang. And I said, well, I had lived there for a while. And so that was a bit of fun. And I said, no, you're best to sign up and go on the Hovind exhibition to Mokele and Bembe. And then spent 5 or 10 minutes rubbishing that. And he took it really well. He was laughing. It was
that's good.
Yeah.
I was surprised yesterday to see TTOR on there hosting a show.
Yes.
Because he was very critical of Kent.
Yeah.
And the whole Chris Jones situation.
Yeah.
He made several shows with Brett Keane, and I think on his own about that back a couple of years ago. Do you remember those?
Yes, I do. He was very So I don't know whether did they talk about that or did they have a different
I don't think so. I don't think they even went there.
Yeah. So
they were talking about the KJV only stuff.
Oh God.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's drives me around boring. Yeah, it does really. So I've got a new understanding. I don't know why people keep on picking on Chris Jones. I don't know why. All he wants to do is settle down with the kids. Oh,
oh God,
no.
Jeez.
I want to get that in on one of the shows.
Oh, on one of Kent's shows?
Yeah, one of their ones. Yeah, it doesn't matter when you get to another.
You might be able to get that out. No, you wouldn't. They'd block you.
Yeah.
They'd block you pretty quickly.
Yeah, that's all he wants to do, I mean, God. Because when I say the first bit, they'll be thinking, oh, Claude's had an epiphany. He's come round. He's not attacking anymore. But no, it would be. I
think once you got Chris Jones out, you'd be gone.
Yeah. Well, it would be the calm before the storm, as they say.
I saw Joseph was on Gangster Ghost channel. I think it was yesterday.
All right.
And he had a pretty good conversation with Mark, which I thought was pretty nice. He was like talking because Mark was there at the same time as Joseph was. And he talked about how he really liked the Bible studies that they used to do. And it was one of the high points of his life, fellowshipping with Mark and stuff. It was actually kind of nice.
That is nice. Yeah,
because they hadn't talked in years, I guess. No. Had like a civil conversation in years. So that was kind of nice to see. I mean, I'm sure, like any place, you're going to make friends or you're going to have good experiences in a place, even if it's Dinosaur Adventureland,
Yeah. So he didn't say anything about anything else.
No.
Oh, damn.
Nobody went there.
Pussies.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it wasn't that crowd, It was Tim and Mark and Ghost and there was no you and I weren't there.
That's the other thing. I was provoking Dan on one of those shows because I was saying, although Tim's show is going to be next, I said, isn't that guy Ryan on Tim's show, the one that you said did this, that, and the other? Were you telling the truth or what? Because he totally ignored, and I kept on going with it and never got anywhere. He just
he said somebody like, I love him as a brother or something like that. There was some. He did make some comment, didn't he? Dan?
It might have, but
he didn't completely ignore you, I don't think.
No.
You were stirring the pot.
Josh says in the chat, Kent thinks he got him saved. Yeah. So.
Interesting.
Wow. I didn't realize Josh had been there. But...
I didn't know Josh had been there either.
Yeah. So by the
what was that?
Have you been to DAL, Josh?
I've never been to Dinosaur Adventureland.
Right. Okay, so
here, I'll explain. Sorry for the mic. I called Ken Hovind and we spoke to him over the phone, right? I was dealing with some stuff, and because I knew that he had gone to jail, he's been through some stuff. I kind of was like, trying to get some advice from him, right?
Yeah.
And then he basically shifted the whole conversation to, we need to get you saved. And I was explaining to him, I'm already saved. And then he said, but let's just be sure. I'm like, what do you mean, let's be sure? I'm saved. Like, I saved when I was 13. And he said, well, just repeat after me. And he told me to say these. I can't remember exactly verbatim, but it was something along the lines of, I'm a sinner. I accept Christ as my Savior. And then afterwards, he was like, well, there you go. Now you're saved. So
wow.
He really does have this repeat after me, 1, 2, 3 evangelism, which I think is dangerous.
Yeah.
Well, especially coming from him. I mean, he can't back it up, I don't think, with the, what you would call good character, good works. Cover
I
your
think
ears.
The main issue was that, because I believe something similar, but I believe that there's like something internal where you genuinely believe this, right? He didn't do anything to verify whether or not I'm just repeating after him because he asked me to, or whether I actually believe this. Like the other day, I had Wildheart repeat after me Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior, that doesn't mean anything, right? Because he doesn't believe it, even though he repeated after me. So I think that that's kind of the fault that Ken Hovind falls into. You can't just go around people telling people, repeat after me and now you're saved.
And just the fact you told him you were already saved, and yet he steps in there thinking that doesn't count, that all of a sudden he's the one that's going to, he's the one that's got the magic ingredient to save you.
At that point, I just kind of humored him, right? I was like, yeah, sure. I mean, like, I'm not saying anything I don't already believe. Yeah.
Interesting. Claude, have you ever talked to him on the phone?
Kent, no.
Yeah.
No, the only time was on that one, the first time I made an appearance, and I was on a show of Stephen West, and I got to speak to him a little bit about a couple of things till I got booted.
I probably talked to him maybe 5 or 6 times on the phone.
On the phone? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Usually it was after his strokes. I called him up.
Oh, that was nice.
And I told him to go to I told him both times to go to the doctor. Those are 2 times that I remember calling him, were after his TIAs or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Of course, he was all about the vitamins and stuff. Yeah, go ahead, Josh.
You can't pray certain things away. You're right. Sometimes you just need to go to the doctor. But that is one thing I will say about Ken Hovind, is that at the surface, he makes himself very accessible. Like, it's not hard to pick up a phone and call him and talk to him within a couple of days.
Right. I mean, he's picked up almost, every time I've called him, he's picked up. And he makes the same corny jokes every time, same stuff that he does on the air. He's got his script even when you're just calling him on the phone. I mean, because he doesn't really, what you would expect, he doesn't really know you from anybody else. And he doesn't know if you're what he would call a scoffer or not. But
well, one thing sure, he's got more time now. Now, unless he goes to see the Northern Lights, which case that will take up some time. And
he really should take some vacation. I mean, he really should take a vacation no matter what.
Yeah, but I think he just lives for that place.
Yeah.
And he's probably worried. You know what happens when a dictator leaves his country sometimes, and then he gets
the inmates.
Someone else has taken over. I just got, not that they could really take over, but things could happen.
Well, he's never been one to take. I mean, he used to go for the weekend. He'd go, hang out with Sandra's family and stuff like that. But it never seems like they actually took a vacation just to go, the two of them go off and, for a week or 2 weeks or whatever, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, he could use all that money he's got salted away somewhere.
Yeah.
They could have gone, Sounds an interesting part of the world. Is it quite beautiful in Alabama or not so much? Would you have to go to Florida?
Northern Alabama's actually has some mountains and stuff in it, so it's actually quite pretty. Right. The southern part is flatter. I mean, there's nice areas. I mean, I think there's like along the coast, there's some nice wetlands and stuff like that. And the cities are kind of interesting. I think I went to Mobile and went to some of the old cemeteries there, and it was pretty cool. I just remember the northern part being a lot prettier than the southern part.
Oh, interesting. So you've been around most of the states.
Yeah, I've been to every state. I've been to all
Alaska?
50 states. Yeah, been to Alaska and Hawaii. Yeah, Alaska's spectacular.
Canada?
Canada, I've been to
Is it
five
the
of
next state?
5 of the provinces. Yeah, our 51st state, which is so insulting because it's a country that's bigger than the United States, and they're talking about it being one state, you know.
Yes, I can't see it happening.
It won't happen. It's just a bunch of talk. I don't even think that the stuff with Greenland and Panama will actually happen. I think it's just all smoke screen to get people's minds off of the rich
Real
people
issues.
getting tax cuts, which is what their ultimate goal is.
Yes, yeah, that's and then all the people who don't have money are idiotic enough to be going, yay, right, you know, forgetting that
Yeah, they're the ones
doing
getting
the paying.
screwed. Yeah.
Screwed. So, oh no. Yeah. So, Achilles was on the show earlier with Dan, but he left fairly quickly after I started.
Did he say hi even, or
no? But he hadn't been around for a while. I hadn't seen him on there for a while, so I don't know what he's probably busy with those bikes. And to be honest, it's probably what he should be doing. Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, I think he seemed a lot happier when he got back into doing what he loved to do instead of just kind of sitting there until 5 a.m. with these, you know, wackos on the PGs. I mean, that would drive you insane.
Yes, I haven't listened to Tim's show yet. I did try to go on a week ago, and he was quite okay for me to be there, but Ryan seemed to take offense.
Oh, yeah.
I can't think why. Threatened to ban me straight away.
Oh, I saw that. Just based on your chat comments, which is ridiculous.
Yeah. I possibly was being a little bit.
You were just talking about Hovind stuff. That was it.
Oh, yes, that's a fine line we tread between staying on a show and getting the boot. We're very lucky, actually. Ghost treats us well. We don't get booted from his show.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm usually pretty polite to people if I can, for the most part. Even, you know, Bruce, I've even kind of softened my stance on Bruce.
Yeah, well, he grows on you, and he can, you know what? He just annoys the hell out of the others anyway in many ways. So it's fine.
He's entertaining, you know.
Yeah. When he gets going, he's good.
I think him and Aiden are probably 2 of the more entertaining people that are on these channels.
Yes, they're very entertaining. Aiden, my God, he can talk. Like, you know, and make sense, though. I don't
Right. That's the impressive part.
Oh, my God. Yeah. And
not only can he just roll out a stream of consciousness, but he's actually, if you listen, he's actually can follow a thought process. He's not just like a bubble gum or...
No.
Bubblegum can talk too, but he's just spouting gibberish.
Yeah. And then Aiden, you know, when I said I wanted him to play Kent, Terry, and
that was funny.
Someone else. Jeez, he did that so well.
That was hilarious. Wasn't it Kent or Terry talking to Kent or something? Or
yeah, Kent wanted to marry. I forget. Yeah, and Lupin was. I think he might have had a role too. Yeah, but I've given up on Terry. I'm going back to Missing Mod now. Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Terry. I'm not sure about Terry's show.
No,
the people in the chat just, you know, and sometimes they're the ones that are on the stream too, and it's just like I don't want to hear some of these people.
Well, it's not just the right wing, really super right wing, but the crew. I mean, I can't believe some of the things they say for so-called Christians. Even I would not say those things. Yeah, I mean that's I just wouldn't. I wouldn't. Some of the stuff they say, and she just goes, "Oh, oh God."
I saw Dustin somewhere on one of these.
Yeah.
Was it Tim's show or?
Yeah, it was one where because he won't go back to some shows. He
won't go to Gangster Ghost show.
No.
Of course, he'll never go on Missy Maud's show.
Oh, really? Oh, so well, it
So
must.
I think it was Tim's show. But I'm not positive. Yeah, I don't know.
Is he still upset about like the whole Orthodox thing? Why doesn't he go to Gangsters now?
Oh, he doesn't go to Gangsters. It was because they were having the Ortho Bros show, and Dustin wanted on there, and Daniel said, "No, I don't want to argue with Dustin. I don't want him on there." And of course, it was he was co-hosting the show with Gangster Ghost, and so okay, yeah, he's not going to be on there, but they let Christian on, and because they let Christian on, Dustin said, "Well, they're letting people on," and he like took a lot of like personal offense to that for some reason, which it was like a nothing issue, so he wasn't allowed on one stream, but he took it out on Gangster Ghost, and Gangster Ghost was just
Hey, I'm gonna email him to come back. Hey, saying and the Ortho Bros were doing is a form of bullying. I don't blame it, because honestly, I told Dustin to cut ties with the Proverbs guys because I didn't like the way they were treating him.
Yeah. Like Dustin, right? You're talking about Dustin.
Yeah.
Is Josh on Commodore 64?
Hey, Peter.
Yes, I am, sir. Over, breaker.
Are you on a Commodore 64?
Yeah, he sounds like he's on a CB.
He's on the road, yeah.
Yeah, it's on my car Bluetooth, so this is just what it is right now. Sorry.
We can understand you. It's not the end of the world. Peter, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Thank you for helping me with those thumbnails.
So the last one, I have to apologize because I didn't have a lot of time.
No, that was really good. I was like, wow, that's cool. The AI doesn't allow you to put in Kent Hovind anymore, so it won't even come up with anything close to Kent Hovind's face or anything. So you have to put this description in that's kind of, a guy in a Hawaiian shirt, whatever.
Yeah.
And then I whatever I was talking to Kent about in the open mics, I usually make that the kind of subject of the thumbnail. And so you get this image back that doesn't look like Kent Hovind. It's just some other guy's head. And so Peter helps me put Kent Hovind's head on there. And he does a really good job helping me out.
One of my main jobs these days is decapitating Kent Hovind and putting him somewhere where he doesn't belong. But yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I appreciate it.
And it helps because I haven't done a lot of Photoshop work lately, so keeps me keeping my skills, I guess.
Good. Missy Maud's reaching out to you, Peter.
Yeah, I've reached out to Missing Maud and I gave up. I mean,
I can
take a whole lot. No, I can take a whole lot from my friends, but if they call me a liar, then yeah, that's the end of the friendship. You either prove that I'm lying or you don't. And if you don't, you apologize and we can be friends again. Until then, nope.
Well, but you've told a lie before, right?
Say again?
You're not saying you've never lied before. You're just saying you're currently not a liar, right?
I lie. I lie when it's useful to surprise someone. So when I have something fun in mind for one or both of my girlfriends, I will lie about what we're going to do on a certain day, and then that's my lie. I have lied profusely to a guy who had his face burned off in an accident because he was worried that he wasn't going to go to his daughter's horseback riding contest. So I told him, "You're going to be there. That's just in a couple of days. You're going to make it." I was surprised that he made it at all without a face. But
Wow.
Now, missing
Yeah,
Mod's being conciliatory
actually
here.
I wouldn't consider that a lie, Peter.
oh well, so hold on. I talked to a Mormon woman, and I told her this story, and she told me, this is no joke, that if she were talking to a child that had cancer and was afraid of dying, she wouldn't lie and say, "You're gonna make it," to comfort the child. I found that horrific. But I mean, yeah, so I've lied. I don't lie what I consider to be malicious lying. It's either to comfort people or to, I mean, if you have to prevent people to finding out a surprise, yeah, that's a white lie. Other than that, I don't lie.
Do you have
Even when it's uncomfortable.
Do you have I'm only asking because Missy Ma said that she never called you a liar, but do you have any like screenshots or
Oh, this
video
happened live
clips?
on her. This happened live on her show.
So you could probably go back to one of those videos and find where she called you a liar?
The last one I was on.
But anyway, we won't thrash that one out.
Yeah.
Here, so we'll just move on. I think.
Yeah, hopefully you guys work that out at some point.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Yeah. I think if
I
both
mean-
decide, there can be a makeup. So,
I don't close the door
Right.
Good.
easily. So
Nobody should close the door, especially
it's
for
not
some-
closed. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, you have to be a real asshole for me to close the door indefinitely, which I have
well,
done. But
Anyway, we'll hope things work out there.
yeah,
So, what else has been happening? Big Bad Mama, have you got any big trips planned, or are you going to?
No,
Go
nothing,
anywhere?
nothing big planned. Just taking some local trips.
Charles has had a few shows,
Right.
2 shows now.
Hey. I was back with a show. Big Mama noticed.
Right.
Yes. Did you catch the entire show? By the way,
I didn't catch the entire show.
Okay.
But
He's
Yeah, go ahead.
He's a very nice guy. I mean, we talked for another hour after we went off air. I mean, we disagree on a whole lot of stuff, especially on the science that is accessible to everyone. But he's a very nice guy. So yeah, people haven't seen that show. If they want to accuse me of saying there are no nice Christians, there are. I had one on my show.
Yeah, well,
Put the
I'm
link to it, Peter.
intending. Yeah, I'm intending to put up 1 or 2 Christians that I admire, as little shorts or something, just to try and prove that point that I don't just hate God or attacking Christians or all that sort of thing. So
Yeah, I mean that's always the first thing they say, which isn't the case. I mean, the reason I didn't have a lot of time for Big Bad Mama's thumbnail is because a Christian needed me, and so I was out all day.
well, I was thinking of putting up something by Kristen Chenoweth. You heard of Kristen Chenoweth at all?
Yeah.
She's a singer and she's a
Actress.
Christian, and she's very
Isn't
she supports the gay marriage. She supports things that are a bit unpopular with some Christians. So I think she displays her Christianity instead of being a horrible person. So, and she's very talented. So I might do something, put up a clip of her one day. As long as Kent
so-
doesn't see it.
I can name one. So have any of you heard of Bread of Life?
Yeah.
No.
Rebecca.
Rebecca. She's nice too. Although
She's
wouldn't-
pretty nice, but she's got some viewpoints that are pretty backward.
yes, but I mean, okay, that's the case. But I can't say that she's not a nice woman to talk to. I used to go on her channel until she decided that she wouldn't let atheists back on because she got a whole lot of backlash from the Christian community that she gave atheists a platform.
And she hasn't had any shows in a while, has she?
She did
Or
one
is she?
today.
Oh, okay.
I think I
Maybe
saw
I'm
one
just not
today.
subbed to her.
I'm still subbed. I never catch a show when it's live, and so going back and then watching it, I mean, there's not a whole lot of point because I don't have the time anyway. But if you check her out, Claude, don't post the singing because I like Rebecca, but she shouldn't sing.
No, I'll have to go and have a look just for fun.
Yeah, now you've piqued his interest.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's me, and I've been in the music industry for years, but it just sounds like the music is playing one song and she's singing a completely different one. Maybe it's me.
Bread of Life, is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah,
the
you
name
have
of
to
her channel?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to scroll all the way down on the videos to find the songs, I think.
Oh.
And
Well,
I have teased her with that not entirely. I mean, okay. Never
Well,
mind.
one day, 1 year, when I've got nothing to do, I'll listen. Oh,
It sounds a little like me singing. So that should give you a clue. I can't sing.
We haven't heard you, Peter.
No, that's because the only time I have sung live was on Missing Maud show, and I wasn't allowed.
Oh, okay.
Oh no!
Claude's got a good voice.
Well, I mean that was because of the lyrics.
Oh,
Oh,
right,
well,
right. I remember that.
Gee, they must have been pretty bad.
Well,
they must have been.
part of the lyrics was "There isn't any God," so I think that was the thing that did it.
Oh, I guess.
Hold on,
Probably would have done it.
Hold on.
Claude, I'll be right back.
No worries.
There we go.
What?
That's the song.
Where's
I didn't
that?
know I still had that on here.
All right.
There isn't any God, and when you die, you're just dead.
Oh my God! You'll have to be bad.
I mean, I still want to record that song. I have the sound the soundtrack of the song, the music, and I do have a friend who has a decent recording studio, so I should sing it and then send him the file, and so he can make it sound better.
Yeah.
And then I want to use that as the intro for my channel, Dumpster Fires. I might even use it in the waiting screen on Gonna Go For It. I don't know. But I wanted to, the bird is doing fine, Missing Maud.
Oh, you got a bird. Oh, yes, your bird. Yes.
Yeah, my bird is he has now figured out that I'm doing shows on YouTube.
Yeah.
And then at the start or at the end of the show, he will make such a racket that I can't turn the mic on.
Yeah.
Just because he wants attention then. But yeah. He's becoming slightly famous because he's been on several shows already.
Does he swear?
No.
Oh,
He just says boss. Boss.
Boss.
And I don't know if he means me or himself, but I've started calling him Boss because he listens to it. But yeah, he's getting out of the cage more and more because he's behaving. So
Oh, your bird?
yeah, I have to be careful because my dog will eat him, and I used to lock my dog in the cage when I let the bird out, and now I'm just trying to manage and having both of them out at the same time.
Oh.
Do you think you'll get to the point where he doesn't bother the bird?
Well, so when the bird's in the cage, the bird will make a whole lot of noise to attract the dog, and then the dog will put his nose up against the cage, and the bird's trying to bite his nose, but it hasn't happened yet. But they're not afraid of each other.
Yeah.
And the dog isn't attacking the cage. So
that's good.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Is the bird called KFC or something like that?
No.
Well, that's fortunate. Yeah.
No.
That's a cute little bird.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's not that bird in your picture, the big eagle thing.
No.
No, it's like a conure, isn't it, or something?
Yeah.
Or
it's a conure.
Conure where?
Parrot. Small parrot.
Small parrot.
Is he loud?
Oh, he can be extremely.
Yeah.
But I've solved that with sunflower seeds.
Mm.
Oh.
If I pull out the sunflower seeds, then I get him to calm down.
Oh, well, I'm going to have to call it quits soon. I'm sorry.
Always when I join. Always. It's
Well,
not me, is it?
You could have joined at the beginning, you know.
I didn't know you were live. At the moment I saw you were live, I thought, Claude's live. Let's go there. Because I was about to go to bed, actually.
Well,
Claude, you'll have to have some more streams.
Yes, I'll try and do another one sooner rather than later.
And I told you should do them sooner because it is 4:55 a.m. where I'm at.
Brutal.
So
that is brutal. Well, I will do it earlier because you know, when I started this one, what was it, about an hour ago, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be.
I can do it a bit earlier, and there's a guest I want to have on from the States. So it would be better for him if it's earlier. But yeah, when I started, it was about, I think it was about 11. Yeah, in Singapore. So that's quite a good hour. I could start easy at 10. Well, that's not good for you. You want really later.
11?
No, 10 works all right.
Yeah.
10 a.m. your time, right?
Yes. Yeah,
Is
that would work.
about 10 p.m. Or no, it's about 7 p.m. I think here.
Yeah.
On West Coast time.
What time is it where you are, Claude?
It's now 11:55
a.m.
A.m. Yeah.
So you're 11 hours ahead of me.
Is it Monday there, Claude, or?
Yes.
Oh no, wait.
Okay.
No.
Monday morning. Yeah.
You're 11 hours ahead of Central Time. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, Eastern Time has changed apparently. That's something.
No. I think they changed their time too. I mean, Eastern Time is 3 hours ahead of Pacific Time.
But has it have savings in daylight or something? Or?
Yes.
Yeah, daylight savings time.
Central, Eastern, and Pacific are on daylight time now.
Yeah, I don't know about Mountain Time. Maybe isn't, but I'm not positive. It goes Pacific, Mountain, Central, Eastern, I think.
Yep, it's
Yeah.
pretty late. Okay, so
No.
I'll say goodbye, and we'll talk again another day. And hopefully, I can get this guest lined up, which will make things interesting too. So it won't be Sandra, though.
You never
No.
know.
Take care, guys. I'll talk to you later.
Bye,
Hey,
Josh.
thank you. Hope
Good
you're
to
all
see you.
okay, Josh. Yeah.
Bye, Josh.
Okay, well, I shall end the stream and say good night, everybody, and people in the chat too. So.